Okay, so today we're going to be working on ledger lines. I got an email from someone that said, what's the purpose of notes going higher or lower than the staff, and why do they look like that? So that the answer is this. Here I drew out a treble clef, which is spelled like this, T-R-E-B-L-E, treble clef, and the other clef is the bass clef, which looks like that, which also has lines on it. And that looks like this. Let me just draw out 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your bass clef. So now, when you see a note here, and you have it keep on going up, you'll see this a lot of times. That line right there, that's your ledger line. So your ledger lines is that little line right there. Now the reason why it's a little slash as opposed to an actual long line is because imagine if you were to actually make the ledger line the whole line. You know, like that there's really no purpose, because imagine if you had a melody that went all the way up top here. Like, could you imagine there being lines all the way down the music and then all the way back up? It would just be a little bit too much. So what they've done now is, well, not here. Let me just erase this. So what they do, well, what we do and everyone does, is you use ledger lines. So let me just erase that. Where you might have had. There we go. So now, where you might have had a piece of music up here, and then maybe one down here, and then maybe one up here, and then one here. These notes just continue. So here's your C. Let me use a different color marker, just so you guys understand. Here's a C. Here's a D. Here's an E. F. This is a B. Okay, now the reason why that's a B is because this note right here is a G, and this note right here is an A. And it goes up line, space, line, space, line, space. So now imagine there being, let me make this a little bit more clear. See, actually erase that whole thing. So now, imagine there being something like this. If this were to continue all the way out, right? And then you were to bring this up, you guys know that that's a G because it goes line, space, line, space, line, space. So here's your F, there's your G. One more line up would be A. Another line up top of that would be B. Here's C. And here's D. And here's E. And it goes up forever and it goes down forever. Down forever being that here's E right here. So here's D, and here's C, and here's B. And then it goes, here's A, and it goes down forever. But now, you would never really play up much higher than this. I mean, you can if you had a piccolo or something. But, so let me just write this out. Here's E, D, C, B, and there's A. Because think of it, here's C, B, A, and then if I were to go one more under, that would be a G. Okay? So, let's walk up here. Here's F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And so that's why the ledger lines only are a little bit of a, it's part of the actual ledger, of the actual staff right here. But instead of continuing all the way through, it gets to be a little bit much if you were to continue all the way through. Okay? So that's it. Now that you guys